Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truth, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, what is going on? This is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 312 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yes, sir.
The DMST Podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in on YouTube right now and everybody tuning in throughout the week on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Radio app, SoundCloud, all them shits. No wooshka.
No wooshka this month.
No wooshka.
Whenever, wherever, however you get your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in this week. Playboy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling cool, man. You know, as good as it gets. You know what I'm saying? It's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. Another show, man. Another week. Good to be back. We'll get into some shit, but ready to get it in. Let's get it, man.
Dev, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling real good, man. Feeling new horizons. With new horizons comes nervousness, but I'm ready to go. Ready to have some fun today. How you feeling?
Tired, man. I know you were saying it was a long week. I think all three of us have had a very, very long week.
Nigga.
So I'm tired. And these long weeks hit even longer when you're 40 plus.
No way.
So, but I mean, we here and we making it.
Yeah, for sure.
We making it. So that's what's up. No Ulysses this week. She did text me right before we started. She said she got an anniversary show.
Yeah, she got a show.
So no Ulysses this week. So
Fuck
she'll,
that show. No, I'm joking. Shout out to you, Luis.
I'm guessing she'll be back next Sunday. Next Sunday. So we'll probably have 4 back next Sunday. So anyway, Playboy, how was your week?
Week was. I feel like Jay-Z this motherfucker. What more can I say? Nigga. Well, first of all, let me get this out the way right quick. Because I've been thinking about this all week, even though I've had the different situations transpired this week. I want to send out a special congratulations real quick. A couple things. I'll say the other one for the end. But special congratulations to the homie Big Dev and Miss Catherine Denille.
The album's coming.
The album
It's coming.
Exclusively produced
she
by
put
the real
that.
Big Dev.
Did she put that on there?
She don't dare put that.
She put exclusively.
Yeah.
She made me feel good about myself.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that real quick. I've been thinking about that ever since.
Shout out to that, man.
You know, shout out to Cat, man.
Y'all been working for a minute.
Yeah, we been working for a minute, about a year. So it's crazy how long it takes to make 8 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make them correct, like the way you want to do them. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
I just wanted to say congratulations on that, man. That's a big up. I mean, I had the pleasure and the honor of being, inside our studio a few times. With some sessions was going on, and just to see it's all done and wrapped up is a beautiful thing. So I just want to say
We're
congratulations.
gonna do some dope stuff for her release. So we'll be uniquely
right
a part of it. So I mean, we can all be ready for that. But yeah, man, it's coming in October. Her single will be out here in a couple weeks. Fall in Love, yeah, man.
Yeah,
and then we got a dope one coming after that. She got some dope stuff, man. So
yeah,
we'll see how
that's some
everything
fire.
goes.
I think they're gonna be pleasantly
surprised.
Yeah,
Kat has a following here. She has a style. She's kind of grown over the years, but she was able to kind of step outside of her comfort zone a little bit. Hit a little bit more of her falsetto, a little bit more range in her voice with this. You know what I mean? I think a lot of other producers just was like, oh, I know what Cat sound like. Let me make a track or do something that fits Cat. We was like, fuck it. We want to do this kind of song. I don't give a fuck who it's supposed to be for.
Right.
So yeah. So we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah, well, that's what's up, man.
Are we? I'm sorry. I know you about to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Real quick. Are we gonna be on the list of places for a cat to stop at when she?
Oh,
drops the
of course.
album?
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? She got to come through this motherfucker like.
I mean, because we some small timers over here. You know
she gonna come in here with a
Mackenzie over
fur
there
on.
recording commercials and shit, but we can't even get her on the pod. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
we small timers over here.
I'll get into the week, but shout out to Mackenzie. She did her video for the Cavs junior reporter thing. Hopefully she get picked.
See, that's what I'm saying. We
You know
small
what I'm
time.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm more excited than her.
I'm sorry we not playing ball at the Q. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Playboy, I'm sorry.
I'm be more thirsty than her. Like, what time we got to show up for training camp?
Right.
Yeah.
I hope she get it, boy.
You know what it's gonna be?
I'm being, hey, Mr. Love, how you doing?
hey, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be the three of us. You remember that black? We called it an Obama truck down in Houston.
Yeah.
She gonna be in the back seat. We gonna be the niggas
Yeah,
with
we
the black
gonna
glasses on, with the mics in our ears.
Move, please, everybody move. She got some interviews to do, please.
Back up, nigga.
Hey, Mr. Mobley, can you sign this real quick? Hey, I'm gonna be a thirst bucket in there. They let her get on there.
That's
I
funny,
get
man.
that. I know you had something else.
But my week has been very challenging. And I say that because, I had a conversation just real quick. And that's my favorite. Man, I keep getting reminded. I can say real quick all the damn time. Real quick. I had a conversation, and somebody told me when it came to like this entrepreneurial and just trying to make different moves and making a big jump from something, from one thing, something being, being solid in one thing to trying something completely new and doing something different. There was gonna be some obstacles and some roadblocks in the way, some shit gonna happen that's gonna make you be like, I shouldn't have did that, or I shouldn't have did this or whatever, man. But I had some shit transpire towards the end of this week. Well, a couple things that happened during the week period. But I had something that transpired towards the end of the week that really had me like, you ever looked up in the sky and was just, and I don't question God. I don't.
You like, come on, bro.
But you ever had some stuff happen and you going through something, you just look up like
It's
wow.
it's called the Tyrese moment.
Right.
What more do you want from me?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
right. It's the Tyrese moment. Yeah.
I had a Tyrese moment to the point where 2 nights in a row, I didn't even tell y'all this, Friday night and Saturday morning, I literally went at like 4:30 in the morning. Luckily the stars was out, but I sat on the porch and just stared at the stars for like 2 hours. Just like, why the fuck is this happening to me? Like, I made this. A nigga been solid, stable for the past like solid like 7 years straight, and getting over hurdles on my own personal shit, own personal demons, and then some shit happened, and it's just like I'm watching this shit. It's like being at the bottom of something. It's like being at the bottom of a mountain and watching all the rocks fall. And I'm sitting there like, no, not. I'm like, not like this, man. But some shit transpired. And it almost set me back. It kind of, I ain't gonna prolong because I know we just doing the intros, but some shit happened and it just had me like, man.
But niggas gonna bounce back, though.
But you know what I said to myself? I ain't even lie to you. I started to get in the, I started to get in the car and play the song, but I couldn't.
At 4:30 morning, nigga said, fuck it. Hit play on his goddamn phone.
I think I pressed my phone like, I hit Kanye West with "Don't Kill Me Makes Me Stronger" literally at 5 in the morning, just like it started bouncing my head like, and that's when I made my decision. Like, nigga Jay, get up off your ass. It's okay. Like I told y'all when I walked in, I know the problem. What's the solution? So I encourage everybody. That's just my thought for the week. I encourage everybody, if you got something that happens, it's okay to think about things and dwell on things for a second. But the reality is, you got to think about the solution and get up out of that space, because if you dwell in it, it'll
pull you down.
Should've
detrimental.
consumed you,
It pulls
man.
you down.
Yeah, and it started to. My whole Friday was fucked up. Like, for real, I was feeling some. If feeling some type of way was in the dictionary with a picture, nigga, it was me. Like, I literally was sitting there like, what the fuck? But you know what it is? What it is? You know how they say, "What don't break a nigga, make a nigga." And at the end of the day, you know, I'm making some moves this week to rectify all the situations and be 100. So,
Yeah. I mean, one thing I've always I say a lot. Well, I've always said, I'll just put it that way, and I've always said too that I don't know if it's healthy But I always try to live in a space of if shit happens or shit goes wrong, I used to always say, give yourself one night to feel bad about it. Do whatever you got to do. If you like to write, go write all night. If you a drinker, shit, all right, drink tonight. If you smoke, all right, smoke tonight. Whatever. Feel bad about it for a night. But when you wake up in the morning, you got to start to put the plan together to get out of that shit. Like, you can't be 2 days into it, 3 days into it, a week into it. That ain't solving nothing.
It's going to fester.
Now, maybe you do need more than a night. I mean, but that's just my general thought. You give yourself.
You got
to
start working the plan at least.
But yeah, you got to be like, all right, you can't stay in that space because that ain't gonna solve nothing.
That's why I love sports so much. It's built into it. You got a day to celebrate and or reflect, but after that, turn the motherfucking page, man.
Like, for real, because of my situation that took place, I'm gonna say I was like a day and a half into it, so to speak, because I didn't put my plan into place for real until Saturday. Saturday, I got the phone call I needed that was just like, okay, ABC. And I was just like, I made a phone call, and then the return sender, it was like ABC, and it was just like, boom, okay.
This is what I got to do.
When I tell you that the anxiety I was dealing with went from 10,000 to phew, I was just like,
even if it's not what you want to hear, at least you know. Yeah. Now I can start planning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I was gonna make some. The crazy part is I'm gonna pat myself on the back for real because honestly, I procrastinated that Friday because I was sitting there and I was in like kind of like a shock of like what had transpired. But then I was just like, you know what? All right, let me give myself this time. Let me get my. I am a true thinker. Like, I never make decisions for the most part on impulse. Some things I do, but most stuff I think a lot of shit through. And I was sitting there on Friday just like, you know how you had them, no, this nigga didn't. Moments. That's kind of how I was feeling about the whole situation. No, this nigga didn't. But then it was just like, all right, snap out of it, because you don't want to go back to your old self. Not even my old self. I don't want to revert back to things that are going to be detrimental to me. Part of life is growing and learning from, and especially being a man, is learning, or individual man, woman, whatever, is learning from the things that you've done that didn't previously work, that you got to, kind of disassociate yourself from, and get better at. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, don't stay in this place, because you know how you are, Playboy. You know that you're going to be, if you get in a funk and stick in that funk, nigga, it's going to be funked up.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be there for a minute. So I was like, no, let me go ahead and get out of this, and shout out to, some people in my life that made some things possible for me to maneuver the way I got to maneuver coming up this week. Like I said, shit gonna be all right. I ain't gonna worry about it. It is what it is. How they say, players fuck up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Players fuck up. You make some bad decisions sometimes that you gotta, learn from.
Bounce back though.
But I'm gonna bounce back. So it's all good, man.
All right. Dev, how was your week?
My week was cool, man. It's been busy. I ain't Barack Obama or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, before I start, I don't want it to seem like I'm doing all this stuff. But
doing God's work over there.
You know what I'm saying? but like going into this new position that I'm in, you know what I'm saying? And like having more responsibility. It's more responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds normal, you know what I mean? But you don't realize it till you in it. You don't have as much free time to like
sit and watch The Office.
Yeah, just
while you making beats at work or
editing
the show. And I'm not saying that's what you was doing.
No, exactly. No, you 100% right. There were days where, how can I explain it? I think that part of my job is still going to exist once I get a hold of it. What had happened in my old job is I got to a point where I had gotten the culture and the behaviors to a point where I wasn't dealing with constant bullshit all day.
Yeah. Right.
And I think I'm going to get there here. It's just here, I got more meetings and evaluations that I got to do of teachers. I got more things other than just the discipline.
Sounds like responsibility. Like
yeah. Like I was being responsible for the entire school's discipline is a hell of an undertaking. But I got to a point where I'm personable and I love kids and I can get along with adults. So like I got to a point where kids knew when Mr. Reed walked in, sit down, be quiet, but now I just got more stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I missed last week, so I apologize for last week, by the way. But I had some shit going on. But I'm gonna jump in here real quick, and this ain't nothing towards you or nobody. So just hear me out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we gotta be more than prepared for the shit we ask for.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to really decide, like, is this some shit I really want? Or do I want it? You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for the shit you want.
You're 100% right.
Like I did with my shit. I'm setting up like, oh yeah, I want this. Nigga, it's harder this way than it ever been for me. Like, do I want all this fucking responsibility? Do I really truly want it? You know what I mean? Sometimes we get, I know me personally, I think I figured myself out. I'm a lazy nigga. I'm gonna just say it. I'm not lazy, but I'm a lazy nigga.
I'm gonna tell you something you might not know about me, Joe.
I ain't shit.
Smoke rocks. Yeah.
Surprise, nigga. Some fries, nigga.
I am truly learning myself. Like, I don't like doing a lot of shit. I mean, I'll do shit that's exciting to me, but it just made me think about, like, my situation. I'm not trying to turn it into me.
That ain't no different than a lot of people, though. Most people, if it ain't, like, we're more interested in the shit that's going to excite us, turn us on, or something like that, than the shit you got to do.
And the shit you got to do.
Most of us don't like a job. Like, we don't, I think, what percentage of people do y'all think really like their job?
0. No, I would say about out of 100.
You know what? Can I say no?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm about to be petty. Let me answer that intellectually. No, I'm joking. No, intellectually speaking, I think there are a good number of people who like their jobs.
Yeah.
I think the core belief of like liking your job doesn't really exist. What I mean by that is people think it's no bullshit at your job. I think once you get to a point where you realize the bullshit's going to exist, then you find yourself trying to find the best situation you can be in where you know the bullshit gonna be.
Right.
So I love affecting the lives of young people.
It makes perfect sense.
I actually like what I do, and I know I'm gonna come. We was talking about it a few minutes. I know it's gonna be some unadulterated, pure bull.
It's gonna be some fuckery
that comes along with it, but I still love what I do at the end of the day.
See, it's a difference. Y'all brothers, y'all kings have careers. There's a difference between careers and jobs, nigga.
Yeah.
Some people have jobs.
You're right. No,
y'all got careers because it's shit that y'all chose as far as
you're right. No, you're right.
Like for school or degrees, different. Y'all
or you find your pathway. And
along that line, I was just telling Kalisha the other day. I'm like, it's so funny. I was like, damn, I got a career.
You got a career, bro.
Because I've been working in healthcare since 2005, and I was like, well, shit. You ain't working enough in this many years that it's not your career. I've done more schooling in it and stuff like that. It's just, I mean, and then along your lines too about asking for responsibility. Like even this week, like there was a little higher level position open in our department that they opened up for everyone, and I'm like, I was having a conversation with Kalisha. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's for me. I don't think I want it because I don't think, do it. Will it come with more money? And I would like the money, yeah, but I don't think I would want it or I would like it. I don't want that level of responsibility. Right. I don't think I want to do it. I don't want what would be asked of it. I made the decision to be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is for me.
But you know what happens? I'm gonna keep it 100. Can I keep it 100 with y'all niggas here today? Yeah. When the bread equals the responsibility, I don't mind it. Right. Like at this point, I'm like, hit me with the balls. I don't mind it. Now, $20,000 ago, I have a job to do, fam, and I'm coming for my job. Don't ask me to do nothing else. I ain't got 30 extra seconds for y'all today.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I 100% agree.
But now, you tell me I can step raise and it's unlimited, even if I stay in this job, I could be, I don't know, in my job, in essence, I think I had Mr. Bowman at Shaw. Was that y'all unit principal? We had Wasco. Who was y'all?
No, we had different. We had Pincus in ninth grade.
Yeah, we had a bunch.
We had like 3 different.
Y'all had 3. Yeah, we had Wasco.
I
think 01 had Bowman.
Y'all had Wasco, right?
We had Wasco.
Yeah.
In essence, at my school, I'm Wasco.
Yeah.
I could just be Wasco till I'm 70.
Right, exactly.
And just get a step raise every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I obviously want to do more stuff than that. But I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I can perfect this and kind of get good at this and like do this. Yeah, I'll take on more responsibility. You need me to cover a social studies class.
But you like the work.
Yeah, I like the work though.
So to answer your question, I would say niggas that have a job,
hate
maybe about 5%
Really
like their job.
Career people is different.
Career people is something that you actually like. We got different friends and different people that we deal with, that we graduated with, that are judges, that are
doctors,
lawyers,
everything, entertainers,
educational
singers,
people.
everything.
They may say little stuff, but they actually chose that because that was their passion.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little different.
No, you 100% right.
And even in my aspect of me, as far as me trying to put myself in a position to be like my own boss. This shit's, I can tell already. It's a challenge because when you just solely responsible for your income,
it's rough.
Yeah, and people feel like sometimes when you do your entrepreneurial thing, they feel like, oh, it's gonna be easier work. And I see enough people all the time to say, no, you do more work.
It's 100
you
times
do more work. Like you work longer hours when it's your own thing that you got to get done.
Guess what? No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
No, go ahead.
Real quick, because when you're an entrepreneur, what happens is, guess what? What's this? August, I may have made 20 bands. Guess what? September, October, I may only make 5 bands between the 2 months. You never know what's gonna happen as far as this shit. So a lot of this. I am currently working on being disciplined and really using the other side of my brain, unlock the other side of my brain to try to figure out everything and get things. I know it's gonna take time.
Yeah,
I get it.
Because I mean, I'm lucky. Shit, they set the system up, and the system. People always hate the system. The system ain't always bad because the system. I couldn't imagine not having health insurance and tearing my knee up.
Yeah.
When I looked at the bill that I got after surgery, just for my portion, I'm like, thank you, God.
And that's where I be on.
Thank
the
you,
other
God.
side. That's where I'm on the other side of things. Looking at healthcare, like, yeah, this is
because
it's irresponsible because it's like you couldn't get those bills.
Woo.
Like we shouldn't even have to be worrying about stuff like that with all the taxes and shit we pay. But go ahead.
I went to physical therapy on Friday. I mean, it was like the thing said $272 for that session. I'm like, man, I got insurance. I mean, I could have did it, but I'm like, hold on, time out. Like even that I would have to pay, and I got like 11 more sessions. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, bro.
On top of that, I would have had to pay for that every time.
When I went through physical therapy and occupational therapy, even when I had my surgery alone was over $60,000.
Easy.
Nigga, they sent me a statement the other day, and I won't even go into detail with them numbers. But I was sitting there like, and think about it. I just walked away from high seniority union job. High seniority union. I was I was like the top 20 in seniority in the company. Full medical, dental, vision, everything, just to now be in a situation where I got to pay for all that shit myself.
It's a tough move to make.
It is.
And I'll be honest, I don't know if I got it in me. I honestly don't know if I got something in me like that to do it.
But y'all know me, and I could be real. I could be transparent with myself. Y'all know me. I know sometimes I could be a little lackadaisical as far as getting certain shit or doing certain things and not being as aggressive. Nigga, I have got to turn into Super Saiyan Playboy, like literally, because now where I had stability and straight, just like I know this is what's gonna happen every 2 weeks. I know this is about to happen with this. My baby. First of all, my baby's gonna be okay regardless. But now, even more, it's putting me in a position where I got to grind for real and get focused 1,000% for their sake. Because the reality is, what I'm doing is for them. You know. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. How was your week, Ray?
So
go ahead. No, you gotta go.
I want to real quick. I mean, I know we sometimes we do it traditional, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
I know you was talking about. You know, petty. He a new daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the pappy.
He the pappy. I know. I think you said your son started school.
Yeah,
he's about to.
No, he started on the 15th.
Yeah, my daughter started on
the 16th.
On Thursday. We start tomorrow.
Yeah.
I started thinking about we had a back to school thing. We get in that in a minute. I don't never remember having that when I was little, where the parents go or whatever, and like see the school before. Like I don't. You showed up the first day, you found out who your teacher was. But anyway, that feeling. The one thing I do love about being in education, because even right now, sitting on top of the dryer downstairs is some khakis, kind of this red and blue plaid shirt that I got this red polo hood pullover, long sleeves. I'm going to roll up my red, blue, and white socks, striped socks. My wing tips with the white bottoms is sitting over by the. Like, I got my first day of school outfit
This
ready.
nigga done laid out a whole outfit.
I got my first day of school, but that's the. Do you remember the first day of
Mr. Reed
school?
clean, y'all.
Do y'all remember y'all first day of school? Man, it wasn't nothing like it, man.
Man, I was. No, go ahead, brainstorm.
No, I'm trying to think like first day of school. Like it's always a little nervousness in
Yeah.
it. Like I think that is the one you probably put the most thought into what you gonna wear like that first day or so. But it's always a little bit of nervous, even if you're going back to the same school, the same friends or whatever. Like you actually, even though we spent the whole summer like, oh, I don't really want to go back to school, you really do kind of want to go back to school. And that first day is like that's
It's like a blur the first day. You know what I mean? I always remember at Shaw, my bad, up under the awning. You know, like coming from Euclid, that's where they would have all the tables. You get your
little IDs
schedule,
and stuff, and whatever,
ID schedule, everything. And I remember I'd be getting it, and I'd be like, I got this. What you got, Bill? Who you got? You going through money? Who you got, bro? You got to find out who you got classes and stuff with. I used to love that first day of school, man.
What was some things called at Shaw? You was in communities.
Yeah, the learning communities.
Learning communities.
I was never in one. Yeah.
Oh, you wasn't? He was a smart. That nigga was probably in like master's programs and shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was in fucking honors. I had a couple. I had was it calculus or trigonometry? Because we was in Shack together too.
Yeah,
we was in Shack together. But no, nigga, I took a look at everything and was like, no, I'm cool. Remember Miss Kingsette?
Yeah,
bruh, nigga. I failed her class. She used to always take him on a trip down to the boatyard for dinner. She was like, James, I know you failed, but you still can come.
Oh.
I told her, I said, look, I'm not going to pass this. I have no clue what's going on with this shit. Miss Kingsette was cool, though. But
English, right?
Kingsette,
Miss Kingsette.
She was in math. She was math, trigonometry.
Oh, no, because I had her for...
She taught different stuff.
Yeah.
I remember I had Miss Durslag my first year. You ever had Miss Durslag? I used to get in trouble every other day in her class. How do I do the work I do? I used to be talking to me.
That could subliminally be
probably be why I'm good at it.
And that's probably like you said, It's probably why you kind of got that inside track because you've done it before. You've been that guy.
I was a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Yeah. My jersey is in the rafters. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Most disturbed class.
I want to thank all my niggas for laughing at my jokes.
I mean,
I like to thank all my niggas from fourth period.
I want to thank Mr. Wasco for letting me sit in his office instead of suspending me.
You know what was cool though? I mean, you know what was weird though? Like, I don't even know what the word is. Like, with y'all class, I mean, I don't know how much. Answer this question because you're in that administrative role. How much did Wasco help or hurt y'all class?
He
was the coolest person.
The coolest person I've ever met in my life.
Right?
You know what? You know what I think Wasco did?
He reminded me of Rocky Balboa, but go ahead.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Wasco understood the uphill battle he would have to fight to try to do shit the right way. And he'll try to find the good in the kid somewhere and help them move themselves along in the system so they can get a diploma.
Okay.
So I don't know if I think all of us, I know the three I went to school with, me, Ed, Gene, and then Ron and Danae and Smitty when they came. I know all of us by the time we got to college needed a mental reset.
Right.
Like we wasn't ready. But I think he knew that we wasn't going to be ready. And there was no point of holding us to that standard and wasn't nobody going to hold us to that fucking standard else in the school. So he was just, I would get in trouble. He would let me come to his office for that period and go to school for the rest of the day. Because what was the point of suspending this kid? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Should he have suspended me? Would I probably have learned my lesson sooner? Probably. But I think Wasco was just getting people through because he realized, like, I think these dudes and girls can figure life out.
They already got tough times going on now.
So if they get to college and they got to take a year to figure out what their major is going to be and take a general studies like we had to take our first year, I think they tough enough to be able to figure that shit out. Yeah. But let me just get them through high school.
Right.
I almost feel like it was a lot of teachers like that too, where you could. I mean, because I had that same type of hookup too, but just like people in the office, but just regular staff because I knew them from spites and stuff like that. Yeah. I can go sit in the office if I.
Oh, I got something for y'all in 1 second.
But yeah, there were teachers that you could just go like you can kind of. If you had that relationship with them, you can kind of always go sit in their class a little bit where they kind of they kept you out of trouble some. probably wasn't the best idea, like you said. But you could always go sit there. I mean,
Patterson.
Yeah. You could just go sit there for a period or 2 periods and just. All right, chill out for a second, and then you go ahead and go do what you got to do the rest of the day.
They almost cussed me out one time. I think it was either Spikes or Patterson. It was like, McDaniel, what are you doing in here? And it was like, we're going to have a talk with your mama. I was like, no, please don't tell my mama.
Dude, I got rolled up by my own aunt before. She was subbing for a class, and
God damn, you a thug, nigga.
No, I skipped the class.
Oh, this thing.
I didn't know she was the sub for my class. I skipped and went to an extra lunch period.
As you should. As you should. The tongue game wasn't over yet.
My aunt Tammy wrote my ass up.
That nigga wanted that hostess.
And in fact, at the family picnic on Saturday, I'm going to ask her ass about it. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't doing my Fruitopia.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That nigga Fruitopia?
Okay, I'm trying to play this the right way. All right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say no names. Don't repeat it. Do y'all remember?
You mean don't say the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an officer, and then you got what's on Dalmatians? Don't say it.
Oh, that's my
Yeah,
go
okay,
ahead, go ahead.
we know him.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Guess who's the director of security for my?
Where you working at now? For real?
So I'm talking to my dean mate is from DC. She don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I had to break down to her what the Jump Out Boys was, and we went on a Google. The Jump Out Boys in East Cleveland is documented on Google.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people understand in the 90s what was going on in East Cleveland, Ohio. It was a band of police officers who would ride around in unmarked cars, jump out the vehicle, take everything from the dope boys on the corner, and drive off.
Yeah, it wasn't no going to jail.
And they were called the Jump Out Boys.
Yeah.
And they had a leader who's kind of like the named like the Dalmatians.
I almost said it too for a second.
And you know how
I would have had to blank it out. Now the video would have been out there, but it would be like Brilliant Idiots. When you're watching the video, you can see the edit on Brilliant Idiots when they be saying some shit they ain't supposed to say, and they take that shit out. You know they corporate for all that shit. Andrew talk like y'all be cutting some shit out of y'all show.
I'm gonna tell you like this. First of all, I know 1,000,000,000% what you're saying is 100% factual. So let me just get that out the way. Let me just get that out the way. Let me just get that disclaimer. I know for a fact, and I'll give you reasons and factual reasons after the show how I know that that's 100% factual.
We about to say something?
No. Go ahead.
We had this training thing, and you know how I knew I didn't get it. I talked about it in my
I'm sorry, Dan. Let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
I got. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I said first thing first. Second thing, I had said incident with police, and I yelled out his name and said, "That's my motherfucking this and that." Every last one of them looked like to me was like, "Fuck that nigga."
Yeah.
They was like, "What, man? Fuck him." I was like,
all right then.
Back into the. Like,
all right then.
But go ahead. Yeah.
But no, like I didn't get into a whole bunch of nonsense growing up. I got into my stuff here and there, but I ain't had that many run-ins with them. Yeah. But we had a little training. And I got finished. I'm like, yeah, man. I went to. I remember y'all went to Shaw, graduated in 2000. You know what I mean? He was like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to come say what's up. He's like, yeah. And
he was distancing himself from you and all that shit. So now you the person, because what's your role? You dean of the schools, right? Dean of schools, right? So now you the person that's of charge. So he distancing yourself.
Nigga wanted
from
zero
all that shit.
Parts.
Nigga,
I already know how you said it. Too.
You know
I already know how you is.
You know what's crazy? The lead one of the lead social workers. I think this is his job at another school. Our homie Moni is Moni's dad, Mr. Allison.
Okay.
And I seen him. And I'm like, Mr. Allison is dead. And they say, oh, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? I ain't seen you forever. Me and talk for like 5-6 minutes. That's a long time to talk to somebody. Oh, man, let's email each other, stay in contact. I went and talked to Dalmatian. He was like, oh, yeah. He won't no parts of the conversation.
I will tell you this. Mr. 101 Dalmatian.
Dalvin, Jodeci, we gonna call him
Mr.
Jodeci.
Dalvin, we gonna call him Mr. Dalvin.
For the purpose of this conversation, Dalvin, nigga, it's a lot of motherfuckers that don't fuck with him.
A lot.
And it was crazy because I've had certain, without going, of course, not going into detail, I've had conversations with other people. I was like, oh, yeah, that's my, whatever.
Look at you crazy.
Luckily, it ain't through blood.
Oh, okay.
Put it like this. His daughter is my cousin.
Okay.
His daughter, his ex-wife, his baby mama, sorry to say baby mama, is like my second cousin.
Okay.
And his daughter is like my third cousin.
Whew. Yeah,
and,
man.
Nigga, I knew 20 plus years ago what type of scumbag this nigga was. And I don't. He know it. He know how I feel. Like if I probably seen him right now, we probably wouldn't even speak. Yeah. Because nigga, I know how you are. Like, and it's a lot of people around the city that know how you are. So I wouldn't be surprised if he became your best friend or tried to be. Not saying that you would be.
No, I'm not gonna try to be.
Because nigga, you mentioned our city. Nigga, he get real.
Ooh-wee. I'm talking about the standoff was real.
The funny part is people from East Cleveland gonna know these little the way we said it. They gonna know exactly who we're talking about. Yeah,
he said Dalmatian.
Yeah. That was it. That was the giveaway. That's how I was like, oh, you mean? Oh, let me stop. Let me stop. Yeah.
He said it, and I started to still be like.
Yeah. But let me say this too. I will say this. I do think in the role that you're in, like we were talking about, a little bit earlier, it's just I do think it's good that it's people like y'all are in there. You're in the same school system. Shout out to the best friends. She in a role of I think it's like associate dean of culture or something like that. She started a new role, the same school system, but different school. Like we was talking about, I think it takes for us to be in these situations to really impact some culture and make some changes.
Yeah, no, it really
more
does.
of us, I should say. Because you was talking about, well, I don't want to say it because I don't know if people watch it or anything like that. But it takes more of us because we know.
I know what you mean.
We grew up in the culture.
You know what I got to give them credit for? Breakthrough. You know, you got to give them credit for. They don't shy away from the conversation. It's not a situation where you got to be like. I mean, it's not unspoken. I got to give them credit for that. Yeah. They'll be like, listen, we are on 93rd. We are off of St. Clair. We are in black. We serve 98% black kids, and the black staff members here need to, their voice needs to be heard the loudest. Yeah. And if we don't understand a interaction, we need to lean to their expertise. They don't shy away from it. I got to give them credit for it, and I got to see the action play out. School don't start till tomorrow, but they don't shy away from. Like we did a whole day on like non-racist teaching techniques. Yeah. Like they went over the how race is built into the fabric of teaching and I gotta give them credit.
Same way with healthcare. Doctors, it's inherent. It's an inherent bias that you don't even know about the way you're gonna treat people. But go ahead.
No, they had to go into a situation where we had a training on on redlining, because these white teachers from they have no idea why 93rd and Union looks like it does, and why it's a food desert, and why you have to bring your lunch or you got to eat bullshit. They don't get it, and they had to do a training on what redlining is,
or the fact that some people that's the only meal they get is when they go to school. Exactly. I think it's Denzel Ward or somebody who started something. It's some player right now that I can't think of right now that started an organization just because of the fact that he had a schoolmate that told him that he comes to school so he can eat because he knows when he go home it may not be nothing there.
It's sad, man.
It's crazy. It's real talk, man.
By the way, since we speaking on schools real quick, I was gonna bring this up to y'all. I was gonna talk about it, but since we talking about it, I just bring it up real quick. And I know that with y'all positions as far as y'all careers and stuff that y'all got going on, but did y'all see online as far as our school? Were they asking for 100 men to come support?
I did see that online. I saw Timmy
young
posted
men,
it. I forgot which day it's on because I was trying to look and see if I was going to be
when
off.
I was going to tell y'all if y'all not.
I'll look right now because Schaefer posted it.
Yeah,
shout out to Schaefer.
Tamika Schaefer.
Oh,
they want 100 men to come up to the Shaw because for the young men that's coming to start school, they just want basically some support for them to encourage them.
Oh man, I wonder when it's gonna be.
But if y'all not able to go, I was gonna tell y'all, I'll go represent for us.
Yeah.
If y'all not able to go,
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
But there was a few of the queens, from Shaw was like, can we get 100?
It's on August 22nd. So is that
22nd.
tomorrow morning?
It's my first day of school.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably go up there, man. It's like 7:30.
7:30 to 7:45.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's only like 15 minutes. I'll go up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up there.
All right.
But
yeah, because I got to be at school in the morning, 7:15. I would though. If tomorrow wasn't the first day of school, I would go.
Yeah, they was asking for 100 men to come, just to support them and welcome them back to school and stuff like that. So I just thought because of the nature of the conversation.
No, you're right. And I it's one of those. I wish. Maybe it'd be past it. I wish we could have shared it or whatever right now, but yeah. All right.
I actually thought it was later on in the month.
Yeah.
You know what? This month been flying by.
The whole year done flown past.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically about to be September, so I mean, the whole year has really flown past. I know I was saying too the other day, even talking about that, the time flying. I was just like, I wonder if it's like that. It's we talk about overcorrection, but I wonder if it's like if it's the universe overcorrecting because time like stopped when we were in COVID. We was all at home. People was, barely working, or we all working from home, everything like that. And everything seemed like it was just so slow. People was watching a goddamn Netflix thing about people on a farm. What was the thing? Or whatever. Y'all couldn't find
Tiger King.
Y'all couldn't find enough stuff to watch on Netflix back in the day. Now that we back out here, now time is it's about to be September. Was it not just New Year's?
Yep. Look at my hands. Now, 9 o'clock tonight. What are you doing?
Game of Thrones. I was gonna ask you that. Game of Thrones.
We gotta be out of here by 8:30, baby. I gotta get to the crib.
Hey, it's gonna blow your mind. Guess what I'm watching tonight?
What?
Nothing. What you watching? Are you watching Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
We got him. We got him. We got him. We brought him in here.
They have exercised the deal.
Yeah. I was looking forward to today. I was like, fuck, it ain't on yet.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
9 o'clock tonight, though.
I mean, did you start The Raising Canaan? I watched last week.
I didn't watch this week.
Yeah.
You know what I started watching? That's good as hell.
Yeah.
Rap shit.
I watched the first episode, and I was
genius.
like,
no, you gotta watch it. You gotta keep watching it.
If you don't have HBO Max, get HBO Max.
It's dope.
It's a good investment.
So it is his new age. Issa Rae is a genius in this sense, whether you like it or not.
I never even got to talk about my week, but we ain't gonna talk.
My bad. My bad. How was your week?
No, go. No.
But Issa Rae is a genius.
I heard a lot of people saying it's good. I will say that. I heard a lot of people saying it's good.
Because it's whether you like it or not. You could be like, this ain't my cup of tea. I mean, it ain't really my cup of tea. I'm just intrigued by how creative she is. So I'm not giving nothing away about the show. It's the way it's shot.
It's the lady who wanted to rap.
Yeah.
Was getting this from what I saw from the first episode. She was getting discouraged because basically she was a rapper that wanted to talk about shit.
Yeah.
And she wasn't getting the traction. And at the end of the first episode, she had like a little freestyle where she was talking about bullshit, and that was getting views. That's all I knew. So,
but the way she shoots it, right, is like my daughter does it. You probably gonna see. My daughter records. She was recording how to make waffles this morning. This generation records everything.
That's why she ain't been on a show, Playboy. That's why she ain't been. She making waffles. Listen, she ain't got time for.
She ain't got time for us. But Issa Rae shoots this show from the vantage point of somebody going live. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The entire show. The concept is. It's one point in the show they're live, and you see the live thing, and it's constantly the comments in the corner. Yeah. It's dope. But then it got to a point they was in the car and they was talking, and it faded away, and I forgot they was live because it was in the middle of a scene from a show, and then the girl was like, "Oh shit, girl, we still live." And like that, I was like, "That's fucking." Who the fuck even thinks of that, man? And like she's shooting it. We 40. We don't know no better for 16 to 25 demographic. That's genius, man. Like the way she shoots that show is from the perspective of how they view
social media and
the world. Like all that stuff. They watch the world through live, and she's recording that show. Dog is fire.
I got an idea.
It's
I gotta tell you after the show.
You should pick your phone up and put a note in your phone. Because you'll be to forgot. Like, man, I don't even remember.
Because it's like either she's live or she's recording herself doing something.
She'll be doing a lot of that. That's what I picked up from the first episode.
Fire. It's just a fire concept to think about. Like, how do I reach people who ain't watching TV. Let me put something out that shows the world from their vantage point. This is the dope.
But this is what
Issa
the
Rae's just
world
innovative,
is.
man.
I mean, look, Issa kind of is genius, and like Issa, like we need to start recognizing some of these TV geniuses the same way we recognize the music ones. Because we'll talk about music like. All right, well, we just not to go whatever, but R. Kelly genius music wise. We know.
I'm over this nigga though, man.
But I'm saying we know what he's done music wise, like producer wise, whatever. Dre has done some stuff music wise. Like, this nigga really thought of that. All right, cool, whatever. Kanye musically, fucking genius. We gotta start thinking about these TV people the same way when they come up with these concepts. And it's like.
Her and 50.
I never would have thought about it. Look, even the way 50 coming up with these. I mean, I may not love 50, and I started his Breakfast Club interview and never finished it. But the way he comes up with these things, I mean, like the whole. I mean, even though the Power Verse or the Power Universe is almost like a bite off of the MCU, the Marvel thing, but still. Why not be a black person that got 5 or 6 shows and you do a whole universe the same way they did? White people doing it to make money off of it. Bro, you go do the same goddamn thing because we gonna support it. Yep. I don't care what nobody say. The first regular Power, great. Raising Kanan, I like Raising
Kanan good as hell.
I know people say that. I love Raising Kanan.
It's for me personally, it's a period piece and it's good. Yeah, Give me a good period piece and it look like the 90s or the 80s or the 70s or the 1200s. Nigga, I'm in.
The one I didn't like was Tommy's one. I watched the
Tommy's one was shitty.
And I never went back.
He got what's the name? I guess they're gonna do something after the fact.
He got a couple more coming, I think.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be on Stars. It's gonna be
what's
Influence. Lorenz Tate.
No, I'm talking about the one that we ain't watched. They did the first season of it, but it should be another one coming out. What's the niggas? Meet You Now.
BMF. No, we watched BMF, but that's not even a part of the Power Universe. That's separate.
That's 50 Cent though, right?
That's 50. But that's
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. That was good to me.
No, it was good. It's just the nigga who played Lil Meech.
Yeah.
Just can't act. But other than that, the show was good.
Right.
Other than that, the show was amazing.
That's his son.
Yeah, the show. Yeah.
His son. Yeah.
The show was.
We got to start giving these people their flowers. I mean,
because I didn't want to watch rap shit at first. I'm like,
me neither.
I started watching it. I'm like, I got intrigued by how she was shooting it. Because I thought that it was going to be just a scene, and then it was the entire. And I'm like, oh. This whole
It'll be 5 minutes into something, and like you said, they're live.
And you're like, oh fuck, they live, but I can't even. The way you act when you on live is different. But the whole show is from dog. It's just good, man. It's just good shit. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Same thing with Quinta Brunson. You know, it's
like
where
it'll be back in 2 weeks.
I know she. It's supposedly it's a lawsuit out there.
Because they trying to. I think they did that to drum up interest. You know how they do some shit to put you in the news. Because as soon as I saw that 2 days later, I saw the promo for the show will be back in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but Quinta Brunson, that show on ABC,
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, that shit is.
I love
gold.
Yeah, Abbott Elementary is gold, bro.
Gold.
Yeah.
See, I be watching weird. See, I watch TV, but I don't watch it. That sounds very weird. Like, I bet y'all.
No, it don't sound weird. That sound like most people in America right now. We watch it, but we don't watch it.
Like, I mean, like, I look everything y'all name. I have watched and started. Like, I ain't even lie to you. I got a confession. Just this, because of the nature of what I was going through this on Friday. It made me feel real gangster, so I started watching Power. The very first episode.
Okay.
I have never seen Power.
Oh, it's good as fucking.
So I started watching.
Power good.
It's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And that shit.
Yeah.
So I started watching that, you know. But I watch shit like do y'all watch like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
The Mandalorian and stuff like that.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
See,
I'm behind on the Mandalorian.
But what I haven't been watching is 227.
This nigga here, man.
I do that shit. I'll go back and watch.
Mary.
The 5th season of.
If they don't, I'm gonna say this. If they don't put Amen on one of these platforms, because Amen used to come on after 227.
That's the
Shine
hardest
on
intro
me. Shine on. Come on now. If you don't put Amen on, if you don't pull up can you pull up the intro, please?
Yeah,
Will we get flagged if we play the intro to
just
Amen?
for a few seconds.
Hey, bro.
But real quick, hold on.
The hardest part of that is him jumping in the jump rope.
Yeah, the jump rope. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
If you come on, man. The Amen opening. I was on the police show about it. She said, no, I never watched this before. Come on, man. Come on. Here we go. Give me some volume on it real quick. For a second. Come on, man. Come on.
Listen to the lady.
What? Come on, man.
Let's get let's get
You
it.
got to double dutch.
Hey! Watch how you walk off. Watch how you walk off.
Watch your feet.
Hold on.
Come
hold
on, man.
No, I feel y'all. Y'all right. Hold on, though. It's fire. But I'm telling you, I don't know if it gets better than this, though.
Talk about the intro?
I don't know if it gets any better than this, man.
There's no place like home.
Oh, yeah.
With your family around you, you're never alone. When you know that you love, you don't need to roam. 'Cause there's no place like home.
Oh, let me turn this off before we get flagged. No, 227 is fire though. Amen is fire though. I ain't heard amens in a long time. Y'all about to make you go stream amen. It's over.
Yeah, man. They got to put Amen on one of these platforms.
I ain't gonna lie. I went back and was watching. What's the name?
Because everybody's favorite. Oh, I ain't say everybody's favorite mother. I'm sorry, real quick. His whatchamacallit on Amen. We was watching Friday After Next last night. Whatchamacallit's wife. Craig's mom. She was on Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Anna Maria Horsford. Yeah, she's on Amen.
Her name was on that show. What was her name on that show?
I can't think of her name on the show.
Hold on what show?
Craig's mama on Friday was on
Oh,
Amen.
Yeah.
That's
She was dating the Reverend.
Yeah, she was in the Wayans, not Wayans, the Wayans brothers.
She was the cop on the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She was the horniest person in TV history next to Sandra. Mm-hmm. She was her and Sandra.
Her name was Thelma.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thelma Fry.
Yeah, and he Reverend wouldn't Deacon Fry would never let her date the Reverend.
Right. Well, they started going out eventually, but
yeah.
She was always in love with him. Then they spent it. She kind of found somebody else because he was playing around, and then he finally came around. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
I'm about to go watch Amen. You know what I realized with these shows, man? Like, I went back and watched 227. I just had never... Think about it. When was the last time you just watched an entire 30-minute episode of 227? I can't... It was like watching it from...
It's a kid.
I was watching them. I was like I was watching it for the first time.
I've been sporadically watching Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I went back from the first episode. You know what's so crazy? You know what I can't get out of my head, though? Is the fucking beat this motherfucker made off of
the Sanford and Son.
That's one of the hardest beats I ever heard in my life.
That you can't really play because
it's
you could do a whole song, but like then you have to send the song.
Yeah,
to
you got
to
get it clear
and get it clear, and they
every time it come on, like I've been watching it over
that
the past
beat
month.
is so cold.
Man, that
though.
beat is so fucking
I gotta
fire,
get
bro.
somebody to rap on that. It can be a mixtape beat, man.
Bruh, I listened to that. Matter of fact, it was my old phone. I'm gonna need you to send that to me again.
I got you.
It was no, I can't do it because I ain't got no. But
we got to do it justice, though. Let's sit here. Let's really do it justice. Like Dev made a beat that sampled the Sanford and Son theme song, and we be sitting here telling y'all that it was a cold ass. We not bullshitting. The shit is so cold that we can't. I mean, I guess we probably could play it
if I can find it.
We've been listening to it for like 3
The
years,
shit is
4 years.
But it's like you said, the problem of trying to get it cleared and all that stuff like that. If it was actually on a song that went out,
But that motherfucker, you don't know. I was just going around like, nigga, let me let you hear this beat, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
This shit fire as fuck. Mm-hmm. It's probably one of the hardest beats I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like, honestly, I remember us being at the old studio.
Oh, yeah, that's when we first heard it,
And was just like, nigga, listen to this shit. And when he played it, and the crazy part is he made that shit years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
I love it, man. That's why I love what we do as far as our whole podcast deal.
Song.
As far as our whole podcast deal, I love what we do because it's just we're so multifaceted up here, and that's why I put in our article from the article that we had that was online about a month ago. You know, like we don't have to ask anybody for anything. Like we do everything. What's the last thing we had to ask somebody to really do for us? You know, we do these events, we do our show, we do everything. It's just like, we pull up and we do it.
The only thing we ever have to really like be in tune with or run something by with somebody is if we doing another venue other than our own.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, we got our own equipment.
Yeah.
We got everything. Like everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just, like the fact that we just shouted our own selves out. We don't get, sometimes you don't give your own self flowers.
Yeah, we got to sometimes.
You know,
shit.
so
Shout out to Pooh. He was DJing last night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't get to pull up because it was a long week, man.
I didn't get to pull up either.
It's been 55 minutes. How was your week, man? Why you didn't get to pull up?
Little shit here and there, but no, it was a long week, man. But just obviously, Carlicia's, getting up here, so we had to go back down to get stuff done down there, in the house, and we was going to leave on Thursday, but then it wound up turning into Friday, so we got up about 5 a.m. on Friday morning to just hit the road because we both had to still not record. We had to both still work, and but we had to get down there. We had to still get the stuff out the house.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, what type of freaky shit y'all into, nigga?
I mean, yeah, the house is empty. You know what I'm saying? You got to take advantage. You got to take advantage.
What you got going on, Brace?
Yeah, but yeah, we had to get the rest of the stuff out the house, and then finishing the stuff for the sale. The things that were on the list to get done. I mean, shout out to the guy from Stanley. I wish I knew his name. I wish I remembered his name, for Stanley Steamer, because one of the things on the list that she had said we'll take care of was like the dryer vents being cleaned or something like that. And it's just like, we think what happened was when they had their inspector come through, maybe the realtor maybe works with someone. It's like, all right, go in there and just find whatever you can find and whatever. We'll just put all this shit on this list, because it was just a bunch of small shit.
Dumb stuff.
Like it was like this one part was like, oh, the banister is loose. But you know how many times I've went up the stairs in that place and never knew the banister was loose or whatever. Then when I touched it, I'm like, oh, it is loose. But it's like, it's not even loose that you would even recognize it loose. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that was just really, really small stuff. Even the dryer thing. So like we had Stanley Steamer come out, and I think they thought we were talking about like blowing out the whole furnace and the vents and stuff. My parents used to do that back in the day at our house. And it was like, no, we just need the dryer vents clean. He's like, oh shit, let me take a look at it. It was a black guy. He went downstairs. He was like, he saw where the vent was going out at, which is right on the wall going outside. He was like, if this was set up where it was the dryer was somewhere else and it had to come all the way across and go out, that'd be different. He's like, look, I wouldn't even feel right charging y'all. He's like, we gonna charge y'all at least $150. He's like, for $30 probably, y'all can just go replace the vent, take a vacuum cleaner, vacuum it out or whatever. And it was so small, it was really going literally right outside. And literally, instead of paying them $150, we went and bought the dryer stuff to replace the vent. It was literally $32. Yeah, and it took us about an hour and a half for me to pull that off and drive to Home Depot, get the stuff, come back,
match it
whatever.
up and bring it back. Yeah.
Instead of paying $150, it was $30 or whatever. So we did little stuff like that. Took the stuff that was still in there out, and I rented the truck again and put everything in the truck so we can take it to the trash and all that stuff. Shout out to her. Carlisha thinks she, the Incredible Hulk.
She out there moving couches with you?
Yeah, because
she's a beast.
Yeah, because she swore like, I'm gonna pick up the couch out. I'm looking like, yeah, this couch is a little heavy, and this that. But I can carry it.
She cracked her knuckles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can carry it
like this.
Let's get it.
Shout out to her. But she, we got it out the house and everything. It really wasn't as bad as we thought and everything. So we got the house. It seemed everything pretty much is kind of moving along right now. So hopefully everything kind of finalizes and stuff, and then we could, focus our whole attention on everything we got going on here in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, but that was pretty much it.
It's a process, like I told you before, man. Happy for you, man. It's a beautiful thing. I know it's work, but
that's a ton of work, yeah.
But we'll talk later. We'll talk later.
I got something I got to send to y'all real quick.
Okay.
Because where is it at? I saw something the other day, my last day. Let me. My bad. I'm emailing it to myself.
While you looking real quick, did you talk about the roofing thing with us?
Roofing.
Because Leah said something about shout out to Iron Roofing.
Oh no! I was about to bring it up. No, the same time. Like we had dude come out because we had we got our kitchen redone. We had a leak in our kitchen right above our seating counter. Like it was a leak, and it was like, damn, man, it was raining. It was like, oh shit, we got to get like the roof repaired. Dude came out, climbed up the first time, was like, oh, y'all got like some, like they redid some stuff up there, and like the tar around the edge had worn off, and it left like an open space or whatever. And he was like, man, I'm about to tack a tile on here, and that's it. It was like, oh, bet. And he like tapped down some loose tiles that was up there, and he ain't charges nothing.
Oh, that's dope.
And so a couple days later, he was like, just put my sign up in y'all yard. But like, nigga, we'll put this sign up till we move.
Nigga gonna go.
I'm surprised you ain't bringing with you to the show today.
That bitch gonna be on everywhere.
You are sponsored by DMST.
Hell yeah. We about to get this nigga free sponsorship.
I'm was wondering what that magnet was on your car.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a magnet with the
No, but listen, that ain't the hoe. So that happens, and a couple days later we got some it had rained and we didn't get any like a leak.
Mm-hmm.
But then like it did start leaking just a little bit, so we had to call him back out. And he came back out, climbed back up on the garage. We got some stuff going on with our water hose, so we had to use our neighbor's water hose. And he like ran it up there. He was like, "There's no real issues here. It wasn't leaking in the house." And he was like, "Maybe it's in the gutter." And he looked. He was like, "Oh shit, y'all! Like whoever installed we had these dudes from the west side, whatever, did our gutter."
Fuck the west side. We from the east side.
Exactly. So you know how the gutters go up the house, and we got this little part on our house that the gutter kind of goes down and kind of meets it like 3/4 of the way up. So we got it going up the side of the house, and then we got a little part from the back that comes out and goes into it 3/4 of the way up. That part was clean through the straight part, and it was blocking anything. So 3/4 of the way up, it was blocked. So 3/4 of it was empty. And this 3/4 was just full of dirt and leaves and shit.
So he cleaned it out.
And it never came out. And so he literally took the things off. We shook the dirt out. Mm-hmm. He put them back on.
Good to go.
I don't know if him and Leah go together or something. I don't know what's going on. But I know he charged us.
But it got done for the low.
It got for the no. That nigga, listen.
There's a stranger in.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the indecent proposal.
Dad gonna come home.
Man.
Hey, Dad gonna come home from his dean duties and be like, "Why is this thing on my roof?
You why this thing on my roof? What the fuck you doing on my roof?" But yeah, no, shout out to him. He hooked us up for the low, man, for nothing. But advertising. So I had to do. So we got the thing coming up on Wednesday. We're getting that in a second, right?
Yeah.
The pod and poetry. Shout out to Vision and all them, and Danielle and Dana, and then Sophie and Iraq, all them. So we had a Zoom meeting, right? And what we talked about last week on the show. Vision has
Azul Vision. Oh yeah.
Azul Vision. She got
Nyla.
a cereal addiction, and so we started having a conversation about cereal. So you know we had our training and stuff this week. When you go back to school, teachers got to come in like a week before to 2 weeks before to get ready. We go through different trainings or whatever. So it was a rigorous couple weeks. So it was my job to close out on Friday, and so I had to once and for all end this debate, you know what I'm saying? And like come to a conclusion of what is the GOAT cereal. I had enough people in the room, okay? I may or may not have influenced this a little bit with my actions, but it was a landslide victory. I want to show the results here. This I can't even.
I'm looking like all right. What is this?
So that's Frosted FMW
y'all
Frosted Mini
was
Wheats.
writing it down.
I was writing it down.
Okay,
I was up on the board and I was like writing it down in Italian.
Okay.
So Honey Nut Cheerios here, Frosted Mini Wheats. They got two. Cocoa Puffs. Captain Crunch got one. Frosted Flakes.
Oh yeah, Playboy missed this last.
I can't remember what this was. This was Apple Jacks. This was
no votes.
This is Fruity Pebbles.
They gotta be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch
for the win. For the win.
And this was the resounding.
What's the name ain't up there?
Huh?
Crunch Berries ain't up there?
No, Captain Crunch.
Oh, Captain Crunch.
That's it, Captain Crunch. And she didn't even say Crunch Berries. I said, you choose violence every day. You want to fight with your own mouth. Why would you eat Captain Crunch every day? Yeah. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch run resoundingly because it's two treats. It's the cereal, and if you a milk fan, it's the milk.
At the end. Yeah.
You get two treats, man. Yeah. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the GOAT, man. It got to be.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Look, if I go buy some cereal right now, I'm probably going to go buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah,
just being honest, it might be some like if I'm trying to be a little bit healthy. I know people do the other little stuff, the Chex-Its and things like that. But no, I mean, if I'm trying to be healthy, I'll probably buy like some Wheaties or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know, something different. But if I just want some cereal,
if I just wanted some
cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You know what? You know what cereal I like?
You was like the other people that I was roasting everybody who ain't picked chicken.
Like my favorite cereal back in the day before they stopped selling it because I can't find it nowhere used to be Frosted Mini Wheats with the fruit in the middle. They used to be my favorite back in the day.
What was it? Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats. Used to have the frost on the Mini Wheats and it used to have fruit inside of it.
Oh, I ain't never had that. That sounds like it might be good.
It used to be fire.
Don't sound good to me because it sounds too healthy.
But I would say my two favorite cereal. Look, my top three: Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Crunch Berries, but I actually love Fruity Pebbles, man.
I don't know if I've had fruity.
The one I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny because he cool as ever. Yeah. But the one dude who picked Fruity Pebbles, I kind of went like, man.
Like Fruity Pebbles,
but
man.
you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yes, I do. And it made everybody.
Oh, at work.
It made everybody laugh.
I see why.
But I wasn't trying to be funny. And he thought I was trying to be funny. But he cool and he leaned into it. Like, and I did.
You know what? I like Frosted Flakes too.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Like I said at work on Friday, I said, listen, I know who from the hood in here. That's what I told him. If you Frosted Flakes is some ghetto, like, nigga, I want some sugar on some corn, nigga.
Yeah, I love Frosted Flakes.
That ain't nothing but corn with sugar. That's sweet corn.
We can go back to what's the name? Just real quick, because I know but Frosted Flakes and what used to be the cereal with the white guy with the crown.
White guy with the crown. Oh, talking about King
Vitamin.
What?
You really? You remember the little King Vitamin cereal?
Listen. Let me tell you something.
No, I ain't saying it was my favorite. I'm talking about hood cereal.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember having to get certain shit.
I had a lot of East Cleveland experiences. Okay. I am a bougie ass cereal eater. I don't want my cereal in a bag. If my cereal costs $3.99, mama, I want the $3.99 cereal. I'll take my cutbacks on everything else.
Right.
I don't need the ice cream. I don't want no King Vitamin. I don't want no Cocoa Puffs in a bag. I want my shit in a box.
What about Rice Krispies?
I want real. See, the problem with Rice Krispies is there's no soak up ability in Rice Krispies.
Yeah, and
the sugar just goes straight to the bottom. You just got a bowl of sugar at the bottom.
Yeah, right. I used to fuck with Rice Krispies a little bit.
And the pop, it'll pop while you eating it. If it stop popping, it's too salty.
Yeah. I used to like Crispits back in the day. They was like Chet's in the sense.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs was fire.
Yeah, that was alright. I ain't never liked them all like
Cocoa
that.
Puffs only had about a 2.5 minute eat.
You right.
Time because it was either rock hard like rocks or that shit turned into soggy circles. So you had about 2.5 minutes where it was eatable before it got too soggy.
But you know what? I'm gonna be 100 real quick because I know y'all talked about this last week. But I'm gonna be 100. My favorite cereals, period, of all time, really ain't got nothing to do with sugar. I used to be a fan of give me the fucking almonds, raisins, dates. That type of cereal, like raisin, like
This nigga's a wild boy.
like I don't know why it just used to all like the
This
almonds.
nigga grew up in Solon. What you talking about? What is we talking?
I caught a
Some
Buster
dates?
Shaw. Hey, I caught a Buster Shaw.
If my date don't end in some, you know what I'm saying?
It used to be that one cereal. I can't think of the name of it right now. It wasn't Raisin Bran. It was something else, but it had almonds, dates, raisins, cranberries,
That's
flakes,
way too much,
all the
man.
shit.
That's way too much.
Used to be my favorite.
That's way too much. The only thing I ate,
it kept me regular.
the only thing we had in the house ever that really didn't have sugar, that my parents didn't go too crazy. Like I said, I did like Crispits, but I mean we might have some cornflakes in the house.
Raisin Nut Bran.
The regular
Raisin
cornflakes.
Nut Bran.
This nigga is wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just love
I'm
Raisin
not
Nut Bran.
eating that.
Yeah. My mother had to get it at least once a month because I was the only one that ate it.
I bet
But
you
I'm
was.
On Earth, nigga. Yeah. He kept them niggas in the business.
Single-handedly keep
Maybe
the
that's
shit
why they
open.
discontinued.
Single-handedly.
What was I driving past the other day? And I'm like, who the fuck keep these niggas in business?
It had to be. Was that last week we talked about Happy's Pizza?
Yeah, it was Happy.
Oh, I don't know. I hate that piece.
Who
that
the
last
fuck
week that we
ordered
talked about it?
Happy's? But anyway, we talked about that.
But I've always been a cluster. I like cluster. You ever the clusters that come in
This nigga's a
cereal?
wild boy, man. This
Like,
nigga regular than the
yeah.
motherfucker.
That's what I said.
right.
This nigga was a 12-year-old nigga regular.
Nigga, back in the day, I used to wake up like, nigga.
You was the most fit 14-year-old nigga in America. This nigga had 6-pack, fucking back muscles, This nigga was eating raisin nut bread.
Every morning. Every morning. We went to school and got an apple pie out the vending machine. Playboy had raisin nut bread before.
This nigga had fiber, vitamin C, zinc. This nigga had all that shit.
And then ran to school.
Nigga, I was multivitamin, nigga.
Right. Right.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, I used to take cornflakes and put raisins in them.
This
Yeah, people. I know people that put raisins in. They say
My father put bananas in them.
Bananas. I put bananas
Bananas
in
and
there
raisins.
before.
Used to always, my mother, she's like, you want raisins and bananas? I'm like, yep.
Raisins is crazy though. When's the last
This
time
nigga
you
said crazy.
When the last time you had a raisin?
I gotta exclude myself from these conversations because I work in a school, and everything you ain't had in a minute is but an arm's length away, especially in elementary school.
Yeah.
Nigga, you walk in the classroom and just dig your hand into a bag and have 17 candies, a fruity, a bazooka. First of all, real quick, because I had this debate the other day. And you know what? If I'm on an island, I'm on an island. Because I only found one other person. Shout out to my homie Jeremy. Banana Laffy Taffies. On the Mount Rushmore candy.
Oh, absolutely.
I love bananas.
I love bananas.
Like banana
Because it's
flavor,
not
banana flavor.
Yeah, because it's more.
You know, in today's say that you got to say the flavor.
Pause.
Yeah, we got to say the flavor.
Because it's more vanilla. I was in there
Yeah.
eating it and doing like a taste. I'm like, this is vanilla. This is not really banana. Like, it's like eating that is like eating what's it called? Banana pudding. Yeah. That's what it tastes like.
I love banana pudding. That's
what the banana Laffy Taffy tastes like some vanilla and some banana. Like, it's not just the banana. Like, y'all losing it. So they gave me all the yellows out the bag. Now I got a drawer full of yellows.
See, you know certain shit is goat when you'll get sick off of eating it.
Yeah.
Because you will keep on eating the shit.
My shit happened with Reese's.
Oh, bruh.
I love
Reese's
Reese's.
cups.
The little circle ones. I had like 2 bags for Christmas one year. I could eat the bitches for like 5 years.
I used to. My thing back in the day used to be Twix. Twix used to be my thing back in the day. Like you talking about a nigga.
Twix is elite candy. Like, that's a delicate. You get a Twix, nigga. That's like a double candy bar, even though it's smaller. I'm like, I'm about to tear this shit up.
I love.
What
Twix.
was the name of that one candy bar? They do not sell it no more. I cannot think of the name of it.
Whatchamacallits?
No, but it reminds me of a whatchamacallit. What is it called? Damn.
Remember that commercial? Whatchamacallit? Nigga,
I was getting ready to sing it. Oh man, what's the name of that goddamn candy bar?
I don't know.
It used to come in a blue packet.
Blue?
Like a small blue, like a blue packet. It was called
Almond Joy?
No, not Almond Joy. It was something
that's
else.
the first thing that popped in my mind that has a blue one.
No, that's another one of my favorites too, though. I used to eat Almond Joy.
Yeah,
all
see,
the time, too.
I don't like peanuts. So anything that got peanuts in
Yeah.
it, I don't like. You know,
But
that's why I was never a big Snickers fan. Even though Snickers are cool,
Yeah.
I was never a big Snickers fan. You done pulled up the commercial.
I started turning to tears for fears in this motherfucker.
Oh, my bad. All right, it's over.
Whatchamacallit? Damn, I remember
I
that.
wonder if I've even had a whatchamacallit before.
You never had it? Oh, it's everything. It's every candy bar. It's a little Twix, little Snickers, it's everything.
Oh, that's what they did with it?
It's
Then I-
everything
then I
all
that means I
rolled
know
in
I
one.
never had it then.
Yeah, it's everything rolled in one.
Yeah, whatchamacallit was dope though. It was good.
It's good.
I like
yeah.
Reese's
That was
Cups, too.
marketing for your ass, though, if you think about it.
Yeah,
They
that's
put
what
everything in the candy bar.
Yeah, they put everything in that shit. Yeah.
You know what was actually one of my all-time favorites, and I know you're not going to agree with me on this one. Score.
Like the s'mores?
No, Score.
I never had that.
Y'all don't remember Score? It came in a brown wrapper with orange writing, and it was like toffee. It was chocolate and toffee.
Oh, this nigga, I see this shit, man. What the?
You don't remember?
This nigga eat candy like grandmas. This nigga's
That what it, oh no, I remember. Okay, I remember seeing that at stores. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
They used to be my candy bar. I used to get that at Twix.
Man.
I remember these
Come
shits at
on.
Heinen's, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
They had that in Whole Foods back in the day. Come on.
Hey, you had to be careful though, because if you bit into that motherfucker, you break every last tooth you got in your goddamn mouth.
Wow. Wow.
But
but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Butterscotch candy to me,
Butterfingers too.
Even though it's the
Yeah.
old people's candy,
That
whatever,
shit's so
I
good. Hey,
love me some
butterscotch.
goddamn butterscotch.
Yeah.
and then the Werther's. I feel like Werther's came
I
out when
love
we was
Werther's.
little. Werther's
I love Werther's.
is another. It's another level of
I
candy.
like Reasons. if that's how you pronounce it.
Like
Let's
the
go.
fake M&Ms.
Chocolate. No, the little chocolate caramel like candy. It's called. Was it Reason or? It's spelled. I think RIESEN or something.
Oh, I
like
know what you're talking about. My
something.
mother liked those, like truffles.
Yeah, it's like a little chocolate thing.
Yeah, a little chocolate truffle. Yeah.
So has anybody ever had, and for people that, if you were tuning in for the first time, you got to understand we do this on live. So if you're watching this on live, we pulling the pictures up and showing them to everybody, whatever. Anyway, but has anybody really done chocolate truffles or whatever it is or whatever? Because I don't think I've ever really had one, but I see that it's almost like people be talking about them all the time, like it's so good. I've never had like the truffles or whatever.
Truffles are truffles are like elite candy. My palate ain't ready. Like you talking about like chocolate truffles, like the circular ones or the like
whatever
the
it
flat
is.
ones. They melt too quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my mom and them should eat it because like they digestive system. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like you put a truffle in and you like bite and it just start melting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't get to chew this. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This is a
You ain't
hard
get to enjoy it
milkshake.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hard milkshake. Like a Snickers you bite, it's a meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. Truffles ain't nothing but like chocolate covered caramel. But like
Like the top level though.
yeah, like really creamy. Like if you bit into it and did like this, the caramel will come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Did y'all used to? Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. What you about to say?
Did y'all used to? I always used to think about this when I was a kid. Did y'all ever used to be into the Easter egg bunny eggs back in the day?
Like eating the whole,
Like the Cadbury things or whatever.
like the
Yeah.
like the spongy things.
Then you got the lion. Remember
The commercial.
that commercial?
Yeah.
It wasn't a candy I wouldn't rock with at one point.
I never.
Because I still like candy corn, and some people don't like candy.
I love
corn.
candy corn.
Yeah,
I like candy corn. Look
It's
at
just
Playboy's
vanilla.
face.
It's just
Look at
vanilla.
Playboy's
I
face.
hate it.
People like, oh, it's too
Just
waxy.
the thought of it
I
is
love
making me
candy corn.
nauseous.
It's vanilla wax.
You want to know why? Because my grandmother had it so much that I ate it so much.
Yeah. That's how I am with oatmeal raisin cookies. My brother made them one time in the house and burnt them, and that shit smelled like ass, and I can't eat them now. That smell was unbelievably
I haven't
bad.
had an oatmeal cookie, like oatmeal, in years.
I can eat oatmeal cream pies. I had one of them last night. But oatmeal cookies with like oatmeal raisins in them, nah, I can't do that. I got a question real quick though.
Yeah.
Because I make these like bagel sandwiches or whatever, and I cut my daughters in half. Then I cut mine in half.
A bagel? Okay.
Yeah, like bagel, egg. I got like this chicken sausage
Like you get from
cheese.
McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah. But I use cinnamon raisin bagel. It's fire. It's legitimately probably the best shit on earth for breakfast.
This nigga dead gonna retire and be a chef.
Right.
He gonna be like, fuck these kids one day. I now cook.
I now cook for a living. But no, does cutting up stuff make it seem like it's more? Because for some reason when I cut up my sandwich, I usually have two because they're not that big. But I cut them up into fours. And my brain tricked me. Like I ate one and then I ate the second half, right? My brain told me I was done.
Yeah.
But then I looked down, I was like, ooh, shit, I got two more left. Then like, do cutting shit up make it feel like more? Because I started thinking about, what if I just had a pizza and it was just round, I just bit into it? Would it hit the same?
You probably would not eat. Let's say you have a medium pizza that's 8 slices.
Yeah.
Or it could be a large 8 slice, whatever. But if it was not cut, usually like I'll eat either between 3 and 4 pieces of pizza when I get a pizza if it's just me. If it wasn't cut and I had to bite into it, it would probably be 2 to 2.5 pieces that I probably would eat if you think about it. I do think it's the visual part of stuff.
Yeah.
That makes it be like, oh, I already had enough.
Yeah, because like my brain had told me, I know I wasn't full, but my brain had like, I almost treated them next to like they was extra. But I'm like, nigga, I would have.
That pizza analogy is a good thing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that just did. And I'm like, I'm going to start cutting shit up now.
Because if you think of a pizza, this may not be 100% correct, but I almost equate a pizza to being like a folded calzone. That sound kind of weird.
Was unfolded.
Unfolded calzone.
Yeah.
Unfolded.
No, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're
Like,
right.
It make me think that because the bread on top and all this other
You
stuff.
know,
and
you're
then
right.
Cut it a certain way.
Yeah.
We could probably eat the whole thing.
Bro, I've smashed a whole calzone before.
We could probably eat the whole thing. We just don't.
Yeah. It's a mental
But
thing.
calzones
And it's
are
because-
stay a little small.
Depending on which kind you get. Well, see,
Depending on the size.
wherever
Yeah,
you go,
yeah.
Because I get the ones that be like this fucking big.
Yeah,
Because I go to
Like-
Giorgio's sometimes, and they got
Yeah.
different sizes.
Yeah.
So-
Giorgio's don't do you right at all.
I like their calzones. But that's okay. But
That's another story.
No, that's all I was trying to say. Yeah, that was
But
it.
no, maybe you're all right. I mean, but we always, I say it all the time, and when we see it everywhere, we eat too much in our country.
Mm-hmm.
So when you cut stuff up, maybe that does help.
I think so.
Because honestly, when you ate that first one, you probably were full.
I probably was because my brain
you
told
were
me I was
okay
done.
with that meal at that time. But we feel like we have to put stuff on our plate
Mm-hmm.
constantly. Restaurants, we love the restaurants that give us huge portions or whatever, and we feel the need to try to eat all that food. And a lot of times we don't eat it, and we wind up taking it home.
and we don't eat that shit at the house.
I was listening to before I gave him my Sirius, the internet radio, the Kevin Hart show, and one of the last shows I listened to over there, they were talking about being in Italy and traveling or whatever. A few of them were over there from that show, and they were talking about how them over there eating. It was more about, do you like the meal? So they were bringing out, so it's like, it might be a 7-course meal, but the portions are so small. And if you didn't want a portion, like they were offended because it's like, oh, you didn't like this. It's like, no, I just didn't want it. But it's like, our point, the point I'm making is what we do here is like everything is about put more on the plate. Everything is big. The burritos are huge.
Yeah,
you go to
more,
Moe's
or
you
yeah.
go to Chipotle.
Cilantro
the burritos are
taqueria
huge.
is the GOAT right now.
Everything is huge or whatever, and the bottom line is we can have smaller portions.
Yeah.
But somehow, somewhere along the lines, we trained ourselves to think that the huge portions is what we need. No, sometimes cut it up. Cut that sandwich in half.
Yeah.
It don't really matter.
That's what I've been practicing lately, honestly. Like I say, right now I'm down to 226. But you know what I've been practicing? Like you said, it's times that, like you said, that bagel sandwich. I've gotten to the point now where, let's say that was my bagel sandwich, I would have just ate the half. What we don't do is take time to eat our food.
Yeah.
Because when
We
you
eat too
when you
fast.
eat something, what I'm finding out, it's times I eat a certain little amount, and I sit there for like 10 minutes and just chill, drink some water, just be sitting there, and the next thing I know,
I ain't hungry no more.
I ain't hungry no more.
Or just eat
Like-
slower as a whole.
Yeah, or just eat slower as a whole.
Everybody finishes before me right now in my house. I'm telling you right now.
Bruh.
Kolisha finishes her food every single time before me.
Cause I'm a
Eat
2
slower.
sandwich nigga for real. Like if I make some, let's just say I make a sausage, bacon, egg, cheese sandwich, breakfast sandwich, I'm making 2 of them. That's just how I've always ate. But now it's kind of like, to the point even now, I'm just kind of like, well, I don't even need both pieces of bread. Let me just get 1 piece of bread. I eat that shit like a pizza, and I eat it slow. Or I eat half of it, or if I do got a full sandwich, I just eat half and sit there and drink some water and then be sitting there. Next thing I know, I promise you, every time I've done this, 10 minutes later, I've sat there and be like, you know what, I ain't even hungry no more. I just need to put something in my stomach real quick, and some fuel real quick, and I'm good.
We have to start eating to survive more so than eating. Like, I mean, I get it. We enjoy food. We enjoy those, sample. How many times we were in the store, you take a sample just because it's free or something like that. We got to start eating because of, all right.
That's America. We
What
just
we
got
got-
niggas in stores giving food away.
Yeah, we do too much. We really do too much.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? I want to keep going, but we ain't done this in a long time.
Gotta get ready to watch Game of Thrones.
Gotta get ready to watch Game of Thrones.
I forgot that fast. Well, I mean, I'm watching on HBO Max or whatever. But
Yeah.
we can get out of here.
No, I gotta get it with the missus. I get cussed out if I was watching it without her. So
Well, that's one thing that I guess I don't have to worry about because at least my
She don't
better
watch
half, she watched none of Game of Thrones, so that's not a big thing in our
Okay.
house. So yeah, that'll be good. All right, so we'll wrap up. Playboy, give them
man.
all your shits.
Oh yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know me.
They know you.
And you can find me on all DMST Boy platforms, man. Like my father say, be yourself before you be by yourself, man. Appreciate the ride home too, Brainstorm.
Oh no, we good.
I ain't ashamed.
We good.
No, I'm out, man.
All right, Dev, give them all your shits.
it's Dev, Big Dev. I'm trying to spread love in the world full of hate. I just want to let everybody know it's Josh Dobbs season. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love you.
It is what it is.
Fuck it. It is what it is. I love y'all.
I bought a ticket for the October 31st Monday Night Football game. when they first announced the suspension at 6 games, like, oh, this nigga will be back.
You got it for that one.
Yep.
Will it be Josh Dobbs versus Joe
Yeah.
Burrow?
Yeah.
So who?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be what you call it, Brissett. But
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Brissett gonna twist the ankle, and we
At
gonna
some
get
point.
Josh Dobbs up
Yeah.
there. But
Shout out to our. Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's cool. No, go ahead. What was it?
No, shout out, our Cincinnati peoples who we should buy a ticket for that game. We should all go and this and that.
This is gonna be
Man, y'all ain't gonna be
You know
good
what?
again until we
This
60.
It's
Get
gonna
outta
be
here.
interesting to be in a household where you gonna have on a Browns jersey and she gonna have on a Cincinnati jersey.
I'm not worried about her because she'll do something to annoy me or whatever. But it's like you
She don't care for real.
You don't care for real. Yeah, nah.
But,
I'm not gonna let you stress me. No.
But yeah, I love y'all, man. If you don't let me back, it's cool. My mama do, like my pops always say, do what needs to be done. It needs to be done whether you like it or not. It's the real Big Dev 216 everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
All right, y'all. DMST16 at yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concerns. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, she don't care about Game of Thrones, but she said don't leave her out on Big Brother. Yeah, I got her on the Big Brother now, so she don't want to miss that.
Don't watch Game because Leah was the same way. Next thing you know, she was all caught up. I'm like, well, damn, now I got a date.
Everything, the whole.
This was back when it was on.
Yeah.
But she wasn't watching it. She got on it. Next thing I know, I'll be downstairs. I'm like, God damn, she watched another episode? That's all I heard. For like 2 months straight, nigga. God.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, it got you too, huh?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Man, that shit's so good, man.
We about to go, but the first episode of Game of Thrones, I mean, it will pull you in. But yeah.
Anyway.
All right, yo, we out of here, y'all, man. So, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday with a live show. I'm guessing Ulysses will be back. You know, all 4 of us will be sitting here next week.
Yeah.
Very quickly, yay or nay. I'm guessing nay on
Pod and R&B.
on our
But
Pod
Pod and
R&B.
Poetry is
But
Wednesday.
Pod and Poetry is Wednesday at Positive Escape, 7:30.
Yes, sir.
7:30 to 10:30.
Doors open at 7.
Yeah, so pull up on that. We know obviously it's already out there. I think the flyer is out there. So we'll all share it this week. But pull up if you want to, if you like poetry and you want to, have another different experience, and with everything. So we'll see y'all then. We'll see y'all next Sunday. It may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. And as long as you're right here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. That's funny. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4 the letter.
You better get some dates and raisins in your life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get regular, nigga.
Nah.
Branson, hey, what new duties you got, man?
That's what you're talking about. All the other stuff. I'm guessing you're talking about the shows and everything. Yeah, nah. I like having one show. That would be mine. One show.
That's all you gonna get, brother.
You got one show that Leah don't watch with you?
I was about to say the Browns.
Outside of the sports stuff. One
show? She don't like Leah ain't really black, so she ain't gonna sit down and watch like 227 and Amen with me. I know I can. It's repellent for her. Right. Like she'll sing the intro and like she gets the nostalgia, but she ain't about to plop down and just watch 8 episodes.
She'll sing the episode and they'll be like, "Peace, nigga."
Yeah, no place like home. And she walk past.
So basically, it's like no place, child. Oh, and then she leave the room.
Is she out? She'll see first 2 minutes of the show. The acting is horrendous. I do got to give her credit. She should have been on like the fucking Actors Guild.
Right.
Leah cannot stand people who can't act.
Yeah.
But okay, every show is usually carried by one actor who can really act.
Right.
All right. Everybody else is suspect. Right. Everybody else cold. Okay. It's Martin, Gina, and Pam. Everybody else is Nipsey. Nigga. Okay. God damn.
Right.
All right. Well, we out of here, y'all. We'll holler at y'all